Hello traders, welcome to EME Forex Educational YouTube channel. So in today's video, we're going to be running through two things here. But before we get into the video, if you're new to the channel, do well to subscribe and be in the loop of updates like this, turn on notification as well. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at firstly trade setups that were shared with the community, and if you're not part of our Telegram community, a link to the community will be in this video description. Also do well to turn on notifications so that you get updates like this when it's rolled out. So we're going to be looking at trade setups that were shared with the community to see how this trade materialized and how it played out, as well as we're going to be looking at one of the most important things, which is like gearing up ahead of the market open. So usually I would like to run through the market when the market is closed and when there is no rush or any movement at all in the market. This is usually the best time for me to like take my time, scan through the market, and select my most preferred trade setups. Of course, when the market opens, some of these trade setups gets invalidated. Some of these trade setup will actually start playing out as anticipated, while some might just stall around, and maybe we might end up not even taking any trade for the week. But whatsoever happens in between the week here, of course, being part of the community will give you heads up of things that are going on with the market and how I perceive the market as well. So to be in the loop of all of these updates like this, do not forget to turn on your notifications and get updates real quick. So let's get into what we have for today's video. Inside of my screen right now, so let's jump over to trading view and let's take a look at trades which was taken on Friday. So first off, I will have AUD USD, we'll have AUD USD card. These are trades that was shared with the community. So AUD USD, let's take a look at daily time frame. Let's take a look at the daily chart. So now on the daily chart here, I'm going to be a little bit fast with this. So on the daily chart, we can see clearly that this guy has been ranging around this level for a bit, and this has been a significant level that has been holding price off for some time. So we had this clear bearish candle which engulfed about three of these candles from this high, and that was like a confirmation for me that the sales is likely going to kick in, and we'll be looking for retraces as areas which we want to get into the market. So if we drop down to the lower time frame here, now on the lower time frame here, this is the um, this is the daily bearish drop that we had on the daily time frame, and the markets retraced and we took the entry. So ideally, for a day trading move here, this is my target. This is my target, which is about 65 pips, and if the market continues to sell off, this will be like the lows. Of course, this is level which was identified from the daily chart as the next key level. So for this trade, I've applied some of my management techniques that I used to hold or manage open positions, because as a trader you transition within three levels of process while in the market. First level is you preparing for a trade, second level is you being in the trade and managing it, all to the third level, which is exiting the market. So um first off, I've taken my stop loss to break even, which means I've taken out risk from this particular trade. My stop loss was around this high, and right now we're having it like this. So having a stop loss at break even, I've also taken out partials. I've taken out some volume from the lot size that I used to take this trade, and now we're looking at possible three scenarios that might play out with this trade. So the first one is we might see this guy retrace back to this level, then probably drop during the trading week we're about to enter. Secondly, we might just see this guy drop for a bit, maybe retrace to this level, then complete this leg to the downside. And lastly, this guy might just run up and start creating new price action or the market will just do its thing. So whatever happens here, I've already put in place some of these management measures that I'm going to use to handle these positions. Now, moving on from this, we have AUDJPY. AUDJPY hasn't um, moved that much yet. It's still around my entry. So, similar setup that I've just explained from the previous chart, and here will be like my target zone, and this level as the next possible low, structural low. So for this guy, I'm just looking to like bag about 80 pips or so here, and I'll reassess the market depending on how the price action builds up, and we'll know if we're going to like collapse all the way to the downside. So I'm not like having this like um the risk to reward to all the way down here just to feel good or anything about this trade. I'm just following this trade as it's playing out. Yeah. So we're trading based off price action, and we usually take message off from the market while the market is unfolding. So if you do get to this level, that's about 230 pips or so. So yeah, we still have ADJPY on the list. So next is USD card. So USD card also, we're looking at price hitting this level here. We're almost at the take profit for the day trading move. However, it's Friday, so I still did the same thing I did with AUDUSD on this one. So if we look at the daily charts here, the arrow above is more like my take profits here. So we're not so far off from here. Depending on how the price action for this week builds up, I will do the needful. So we're having this guy buying all the way to 1.37 level, and it's not something difficult for you to figure out. This is like a key level above, so we're looking to like liquidate all of our positions here. So the other trade I had on my watch was GPUSD, but I didn't take this because I already committed my trading account to the other trades I've mentioned, and I'm much more comfortable with those trades setup versus this one. So yeah, so enough of the recap. Let's jump into what we have for the week that's upon us. So we're going to start off with this guy DXY. So DXY, I usually want to start my outlook for the market with DXY. Why? Because this is the big boy that determines what happens with USD crosses. Now, if this guy is buying USD related pairs, will be buying. If this guy is selling USD related pairs, will be of course like losing value or losing strength. So this guy has a lot to tell us about what is likely going to happen or what we're going to like expect. So it's a cross of dollar against other basket of currencies. So ideally, if we look at this by just looking at a chart, the price action we had here, we had this guy giving us this choppy downtrend for a bit, and now we've clearly broken out of this level. So now potentially we might get some retraces before we clear up this high, but we're having this momentum currently in the market, and it's pointing towards 103 level. Now if we look at lower time frames here, you can see that we're not so far away from this level, and of course those trades will have open also heavily linked to what this guy is doing. So uh, I'm still bullish for USD ahead of the week we're entering. However, anything could happen. This is the financial market, and a lot could happen in between. So moving on from this, let's take a look at a few trade setups that's eyeballing ahead of next week. So first off, let's take a look at oil. So oil is currently trading at $70 per barrel. I took some trade position on oil about 2 weeks ago or so, and it did collapse all the way to the downside. So however, we're looking at oil to see what is likely going to present this week. So for this week here, I'm looking at some potential pullback to this $71 per barrel, and depending on the lineup of the price action, if it gives me my entry, I'm going to execute, and I'll be eyeballing um, this level as take profit and the next level below as well. Alternatively, this guy might just zigzag or just do whatever he wants to around this level, and as long as it's not clear enough for me to take on a sell, which I'm much more keen to, I will just stay away from this. But however, this is a nice setup to have on watch. So next is GBP JPY. GBP JPY, I'm also looking at some potential sell-off on this pair. So if we look at a daily chart, on the daily charts, we've had price um, collapsed here, we retraced, we've dropped. So I'm looking at this is already retracing, so the retrace is almost ready. So it's a matter of entry, like getting the execution. So I'll be looking at this level as my take profits for a intermediate move, like more like a day trading move, and the level below depending on how the momentum kicks into the market. So GBP potential sells on this. Next is pound Swiss GBP CHF, similar setup as what we've identified on the previous charts here. So GBP CHF, if we do have the sell kicking in here, we'll be anticipating this lows here, and that's about 90 pips here to the downside. And of course, stop loss cannot be this, it's really ridiculous and unrealistic. So stop loss should be anything between 25 to 30 pips, and we're looking to bag about 90. So also looking at GPCHF and GBP card. I'm looking at GBP card. If you look at this generally, we're having lots of pound pair on the watch for this week we're entering, and it's going to like be a wonderful one once this momentum kicks in. So GBP card potential sell as well. So I'm looking at this guy. Once we break, if we break below this level, why this place has been holding price for a bit, which probably if the sell is invalidated, we might go up again to create equal highs before we start getting the sales kicking in. Or if we get the sales within the week here, if we break this level here, definitely we'll have lots of space to the downside. So this is why I prefer doing my analysis before the markets open. We'll have loads of free fall here. There's nothing that is going to like um, hold this guy off from dropping once the sell kick in. Then these are like my major picks for the week, pound pairs essentially. So anything could happen as the week begins to unfold. Some of this setup might not hold like I explained at the beginning of this video. Some of it might go well, some might take them, and probably it might not go as anticipated. So whatever happens in between, guys, just be with us and the updates will be shared. So do well to turn on your notification and subscribe to the channel, share the channel with your friends so that we'll grow the community together. So if you have comments, if you have questions, do well to use the comment box below, and let me know, pass across what you think about the analysis, so that we'll also do the needful. So guys, that's about it. Do well to arrange yourself ahead of the market open, and keep it simple. I will see you on the next one.